Hello there. I've been gone for about a week now. I have gotten a nasty cough and my nose has been filled up the entire time and I didn't feel the greatest, so I decided not to force myself to do any sort of videos or anything. I did a live stream yesterday because I am going on the better. I am healing, I am improving in health, which is really nice. So right now I feel like I can probably get a full episode out, so we can play some Vault Hunters and have some fun. Before we begin though, I want to wish you all a Happy New Year. I hope you spent the celebrations with your friends and family and had a wonderful time. I sure did. So without further ado, let's start with some Vault Hunters. I did a live stream yesterday in which I stored all of the things in this big backpack. So we have a bunch of stuff that needs to get imported. We also have a new trinket that we can identify, but the rest of this can just go into the system. So let's roll the trinket. I want to roll it the natural way because that feels like it's the most fun. I also have some potatoes now dancing in my base, which is cool. Oh, a carapace. That's one of the worst ones in my opinion. We have one extra one here. I'm actually just gonna scrap this. I don't really use these. Let's just scrap it up. There we go. Okay. I have a plan for today's episode. I want to get into the junk management section. So we're gonna unlock that. And let's just craft all the things, right? It's gonna be a whole bunch of pogs and a whole bunch of echo gems. So we're just gonna, you know what? I'm gonna make a stack of pogs. I think that's plenty for what we're gonna need. We're gonna need an echo pog first of all to make the junk controller. There we go. And this one needs a spot somewhere close by here. I think my stone cutter can say goodbye and this junk management will be right here. So let us start adding upgrades to this one because we can get it to a whole bunch of slots with the maximum tier upgrades. So let's see. The first upgrade is super simple. It's the tier 1, 2 pogs and an echo gem. So that goes to 27 slots now. And then each next upgrade requires the previous upgrades. So let's make 3 of the tier 1s again. 1, 2. Oh, they don't stack, of course. 3. And then we can make the tier 2 with an echo pog. Like so. And this now goes up to 162 slots. And then this one requires 3 of these, which means it requires 9 of these. And 3 echo pogs. I'm already out of pogs. 1, 2, and 3. We're gonna need another stack of pogs anyway. So let's make another echo. And tier 3. Nice. This is now 1026 slots. And now this last one just requires 1 tier 3. So we need to make another 9 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4 echo pogs, I believe, should be plenty. So 1, 2, and 3. And then we make a tier 3. And this one just, oh, this is an omega pog. Oh, of course it is. Yeah, we can't make this. Okay, we have this one ready for when we need to, but for now, we're gonna deal with 1026 slots, and that should be good. So now, after every vault that we have items in this big backpack, we will take them out, and we'll toss them in, and the rest we can just toss in the trash can, and over time, this will fill up with a whole bunch of items that we don't want to keep from the vaults, and they will all get automatically voided. We only need this thing in our inventory, which requires a couple more black chromatics. The junk identifier, there we go. I believe, do you turn this on or off? No, you just keep it in your inventory, I believe. You must carry the junk identifier on you to make it work. Okay. We have 42 extra knowledge stars, and I think we can just unlock some mods that we can use, maybe like pipes. Those are just 11, so that should be easy enough to unlock. We'll do that. The next mod that I want to unlock is actually Botania, and we're gonna use 18 for that. We can unlock that, and now these two are both 30, so that's a little bit expensive, but Botania has a few cool things, one of which is luminizers, which is what Pseudo used for this. We basically get transported all the way to our new community portal thing that we used on livestream and yesterday when we had like a community vault day, and apparently somebody used a hammer and broke stuff in the back. But over here, we have our community portal that we have used. It is a little bit banged up. It needs a few fixing. But over here, we have just the system that we can toss stuff in. There's a whole bunch of gear and things for people to identify and use. And a bunch of gear that people can grab and we can scrap if they don't need it. As well as a whole ton of jewels if people want them. They're all kind of like level 60, 65. Plus there's Sudo's QIO dashboard for all the crystal things for crystal crafting. So we did a whole bunch of vaults that way and it was super fun. But the luminizers are really great and he set it up so that you can get down as well. So you go over here and you go down and it's super neat. And we can do Botania because of that. So that is going to be really, really nice. I do have a bunch more knowledge things in here. So we now have 22 knowledge stars instead of the 13 that we had left over. And we can possibly unlock another mod. Oh, there's Botania Flux Field. I don't think I really need to do that because I have thermo generators and solar panels and stuff. So I might just unlock either Iron Furnaces or XNet. Or do we want to save it for Creator Mechanism? We have to unlock everything at some point anyway. XNet might be the most useful one out of all of these. So let's unlock that with 19. There we go. And let's research XNet. Awesome. I have enough gems to make an Omega Pog. I mistakenly thought that you needed 700 something gems for an Omega Pog, and you need 70. You need 700 for each prismatic tool, which requires 9 Omega Pogs. So I think we can actually make that. We need 9 of each of the clusters to make the big chunks. I made one too many xenium. There we go. That's an Omega Pog worth of gem things. We just need to turn them into chunks. And this xenium cluster we're going to use to make another treasure key, because why not? There we go. That should make us an Omega Pog. Amazing. That's super good. Now we can grab this tier 3 junk upgrade and upgrade it to a tier 4. And this will now have a total of 2,052 slots. That is a lot of slots. We're going to craft another blank key just so we can use this xenium cluster and make a xenium key, which is going to go into this backpack, I believe, had our keys. You can see here, I have 3 neuralizers now. That's including the one that you get from the quest book. So I think I'm just going to grab one and we're going to neuralize our expertises as well. So I think I just use this and now we should have all of the expertises reset. And I want to redo this because I want to get into crystal crafting. So I want to go into the infuser and the mystic one and just see what we can do with our expertises right now. Definitely 3 in infuser because that gives you a 60% chance to not apply a negative modifier when applying a normal catalyst, which means that you just get better crystals because you get less negative stuff. Then we're going to do 3 in Mystic, which you gain a resistance to crystal instability when modifying a crystal by lowering the chance for the crystal to become cursed or unmodifiable. So we'll do that. I do still want the Angel because I love flight in our base, so we're going to do that. At level 100, we're going to see about doing the Paradox thing because that is a really cool thing that is like an endgame feature of Vault Hunters. So I want to put 3 points in Divine, so we get a 30% increase with affinity for all gods, so we get more reputation points faster. Plus, I still want to have as much as I can out of the trinkets, so we're gonna do 3 in Trinketer as well. Now we have 5 left. The Marketer is okay, it's not the greatest, so I don't think I'm gonna be spending any points into that. We are gonna get 2 extra expertise points over time, and we do need Fortunate as well. 2 is going into Fortune because we do need gems as well. And I don't think the Fortuitous Finesse is that great. You do get a chance of getting legendary modifiers, but I mean, it's fine if we don't for now. Since others have asked me to cut jewels for them, I think it might be okay if I ask others to cut jewels for me. So I think I'm still gonna put 3 in Bounty Hunter because bounties are gonna help us level up faster. So we can do that and we can still have 2 active bounties at any given time. And that is it for now. I think the 2 extra ones we can put in Fortuitous Finesse, and that is kind of like our leveling, gearing thing. This is currently gonna be our expertises. So I think that is pretty good. I had this legendary bounty for quite a while now to find 2 waxing foci, which are found in ornate chests. So let's make a special crystal with an architect seal, with probably some blacksmith rooms, maybe some X-mark rooms, and see if we can find these waxing foci, hopefully. I think we can make another blacksmith inscription, and we can put on 2 blacksmith rooms, because those don't take that long to complete. And I have to figure out how this works. I think I just add a seal of the architect, which makes it an architect layout, and then we can add in the 2 rooms. Like so. I don't know that I want to add the X-mark rooms. I think I just want to do the blacksmith ones, and we should be fine. And then we need the ornate catalysts, and I have 14 that are just ornates with nothing on them. To be honest, the bad modifiers that we can get are possibly like trapped or shortened and wild mobs, which are not going to be a problem. So I think we can just start adding these and see how far we can get. Also, we need some regular inscriptions for time. Plus, we need to have a 100% completion if we possibly can get that. With this inscription, we have a 100% layout and 15.9% instability and 14 minutes of time, which is, I think, plenty for what we want to do. So let's see how far we can get with these ornate ones. Is it already unmodifiable? Okay, 75% extra ornate chest. That was a little bit unlucky, but it is what it is. We can try again with another crystal, but this should be fine. We actually have 0 negative modifiers and 0 curses, so we don't need to do anything with the crystal. Yep. Okay, we can just go run this, no problem. And since we don't have any negative things, I am gonna bring in this gear, which is our item rarity, item quantity gear, and it should be fine. And these are the blacksmith rooms. We should just have 2 of these with a whole bunch of ornate chests. Bounty complete. We completed the legendary bounty. Nice. Okay, awesome. There we go. That was easy enough. That was even just in the first of these, so that is totally nice. I could have possibly brought treasure goggles for this and didn't need the carapace. Yeah, that could have been a thing. Now this is a pile of ornates if I've ever seen one. And I think this is it. We're pretty much done, so we can head back out. And we only spent like, what, 8 minutes total for 2 rooms? So we could potentially add 3 rooms. That could be an idea. We have looted 125 chests. Not bad. We sadly didn't get any new trinkets, but all in all, some good stuff. The main important thing, did we only find... Okay, we found more than just 2 of the waxing foci, so that's pretty good. We can claim this bounty. We can pop the crate as well. And now we have another one that we got in a treasure room yesterday. And that one is to light the monoliths for a bunch of gold and a bunch of fundamental foci. That's totally fine. And a faceted foci with copiously. That is a really good one as well. And 62,000 XP. That's amazing. Okay, we have a few things here that we've gotten in the backpack. So we can add them to the junk identifier thing. And then all of this here can just be voided. And things that I don't want to keep, like hay bales, that's free wheat, right? We can keep that. And andesite, I do want to keep. Charcoal blocks. And there we go. We have 3 rows almost filled up with things that we don't want to keep, and those will just automatically get voided if we mine them in the vault, which is really good. We have a whole bunch of gear as well, so let's see if we can get some omega pieces. No new transmogs, which is sad. The only notable thing is these vault leggings, which have 25% item rarity and 12% item quantity. So we would get 5% more item rarity for the sacrifice of 1% of the item quantity. We do have quite a bit of ability power on this pair of pants, but since we're kind of going to be using this for not really my level vaults anyway, I don't think it really matters. I might just put in a few fundamental foci just to get ability power on them, unless we want to have them with mana. I think I might actually keep the mana, to be honest. And since they're common, they're not that expensive. Plus, we're not going to be dying, I think, in these vaults. So on the prefix, we can just put in some ability power, which we can get 11% on, which is totally fine. So let's do 10%. That's totally fine. I'm happy with that. I totally forgot that we have 29 mod boxes. We had them in this backpack, and I just didn't notice. So we can just unlock these, or open these even. And we should get some Botania things as well in the mix of this. Another external storage. A Niotic energizing rod. That's an upgrade from what we had before. Some storage discs. An overgrowth seed. That is going to be nice. We got an Entropinium. I think that's the exploding flower. I think. Also the Agricarnation functional flower on 25th of April. Okay. Hardened ender cell. It's not bad. Okay, nothing too exciting from those mod boxes. I think I just want to make more of these special crystals because they feel like super fun to do and super easy to do as well. I have another bounty to find more living chest scrolls, and I could just go run a random vault and hopefully find them, but I think we can craft ourselves some mushroom room inscriptions. Possibly, I think 2 again will be fine. And I think we can hopefully get some good living room catalysts on these. So let's see. We need another seal of the architect. That is as much as we can make because we don't have any more knowledge shards. Okay. Then we need to, oh, actually, we're going to get knowledge shards out of this vault, so that should be fine. But we can add 2 mushroom rooms. There we go. That should make it 100%. Actually, it's 98.7. Is there inscriptions with like 2% completion? There's a low one for 5. We have 13 minutes. That's plenty. So we put one of these on. There we go. And now just catalysts. Again, since these are Omega rooms, I'm just going to go with the random negative modifier ones as well. So I think that should be fine. Hopefully this doesn't become unmodifiable in like 2 seconds. We need XP. Actually, we're out of XP. That's totally fine. It is now unmodifiable with 225% living chests, 4 random negative modifiers, and 2 curses, which let's say we have these motes, right? And we can use the green one to reveal them to see what they are. And these are volcanic and vault can't be bailed, which is not what we want because we're not going to have an objective. So we need to remove curses. And I think I can, since there are 2, I'm just going to use these 2 ones, the motes of purity, and we can remove 1 random curse and the other random curse. So all curses are revealed and should be fine. Alrighty, I think we're ready. Let's go. Hey, treasure goggles do work. And we should have some wild mobs some places, but all in all, just living chests galore. Let's do the downstairs one. Oh, and there's a big mushroom. Wonderful. So many livings. There's our bounty complete in like 2 seconds. Here's the wild mobs. Ooh, they do hurt. Because I don't have Archon on. Of course they hurt. That's fine. I think we're pretty much done here, so we can head on out. Let's see, we got 2,150 knowledge. I got so flabbergasted I couldn't even speak. 2,100 knowledge essence. That is insane. Plus there's gonna be, so he's gonna get like 1,000 because 50% efficiency. Yep, that's gonna be like 1,000 knowledge essence for Nightmare. Awesome. Okay, we'll put the doll back in here. and we can toss it at his base later. We also did get quite a few inscriptions. We got 3 Crystal Caves ones, 2 Dragon ones, and 1 Wild West, and a few charms as well, so that is pretty good. A Regal Vendar, a Regal Valara, and a Regal Tenos, and then just some noble ones and distinguished ones, which are a bit worse. That's fine. Lots of knowledge essence, lots of burger parts, so we're gonna eat some burgers and see if we can get some levels as well. We also completed this bounty, nice, and we can collect another one, or select another one. I'll kill some assassin mobs for some fundamental foci, those are always nice to get. We can make 24 shards, we have enough for 23 more architect vaults, which is probably what we're never gonna do. Well, not right now at least, but let's unlock another mob, why not? I think Create is going to be a good next mod to unlock, so let's do that. Nice. Every time I get some magnetite, I craft some magnetite ingots, and then I go and craft some magnets, because there's always a chance that we get something good, and we're always in the market for like an Omega magnet, which we have not gotten yet. So our magnet proficiency is now at 16.5%, so we are still getting, I think, commons and rares, but sometimes we do get an epic, and always a chance at an Omega magnet as well. Well, we just got 5 commons that time around. I don't remember if I showed Cagerium on camera, but I have made a whole bunch of mob cages and a whole bunch of mob terrariums off camera in between episodes last year, basically. So we now are passively producing all of the mob drops, and pretty much we don't need that thing anymore. That is why I have gone inside of all of these, and now there's just a mob cage with 4 eggs and a modular router sending stuff to the drawers. And I think, are you missing a void upgrade? No, you have a void upgrade. Why are you not sending the sugars? Anyway, before I got distracted, I basically have a mob cage for all of these heads inside of the head, and it's just sending all the items to the drawer controller, and I want to do the same for all of these. So we're going to get rid of the spawner, and we're going to set up a bunch of little mobs everywhere, and we can have the terrariums inside and the cages inside, and it should be pretty good. We have accumulated quite a few eggs here, and I want to just try and see if we can fill up some of these terrariums, like the pufferfish and the tropical fish that we have. We still need some glow squid and a salmon, so let's see if we can get those. I think we also need skeletons. I don't know where they've gone, but I had 5 in the system over here. I might have accidentally re-rolled them, so once we get all of the things from the passive mobs, we can see about getting some skeleton ones. That should be pretty easy, but let's pop a bunch of these and see what we get. Well, there's our 2 pufferfish that we need, and the salmon as well. So all we need is glow squid and tropical fish. I popped all of them. We didn't get anything we wanted. All right, 41 more tries. There is 1 tropical fish. Nice. There we go. We got our tropical fish. I kind of want to do hostile eggs so we can just fill up the skeleton ones now, because we're gonna be able to craft quite a few, I think, hostile eggs out of these. Well, a few at least, possibly like 10 or so. And we can turn all of these into hostile eggs, and we can at least possibly get like 1 skeleton out of this, probably. Or maybe 3. There we go. There is a cage right here, and we can toss in 3 skeletons. And this guy has a puller, but not a sender. It's good on range, so it should be sending everything. Oh, you know why that guy's not sending? Because it's not set to always mode. Of course it's not, because some of these were configured differently. Okay, hold on. You're just redstone mode hide. There we go. Redstone mode always and eco mode off. We'll grab a barrel, put that here, and I want to see how this produces drops. Like, I want to come back here and see if there's a bunch of items in a couple minutes. Let's do that, put this guy on high, and we'll see. Yep, there we go. Yep. Okay. So we'll put it redstone mode always, and it should be pulling stuff. Yeah, there we go. Nice, okay. So we need to do that for all of the things that produce more than just 1 drop. Noted. Okay. We have some of the boss eggs as well, so I want to make a few of these binding plates. We have a bunch of gems now, plus we had gems before, and I think I have enough for 3. Well, I have 3 eggs, so that's going to be 24 pogs for 3 more echo pogs. And then we can make 3 of these gemstones. 1, 2, 3. And then we can turn these with a bunch of black chromatic. We'll see if I have enough, because I need a whole bunch, so we need more chromatic steel. Yeah, I don't have chromatic iron. Okay. We're fresh on out of chromatic iron. Okay. I need to go mining then. One short mining session later, and we have enough black chromatic steel to get some binding plates. And we're gonna get 3 of them, and we have some eggs in here. I know we can just use pipes for these, but for now I think I want to just use hoppers, just so we can have everything kind of centralized over here. So we're gonna do something like this. And we're gonna put down this plate, this one, and this one. And in the middle one, we can do some withers, which are gonna be nether stars, which we need to add to this setup over here. I think we'll just put them in a singular drawer. That should be fine. We can move them later if need be. We'll also input 1 iron golem and 2 ravagers. The ravagers are only going to produce us saddles, which are going to go into a singular drawer just so we can store as many as possible, even though they're not really going to show up that much in the altar probably, so we're just going to have a backlog of them anyway. And once we get a few more of these eggs, we can toss them in as we get them. There was an extra wither spawn egg at the community cagerium area, and I'm going to put it in here. The community cagerium has 4 wither eggs as well. Plus, we have so many nether stars, it really doesn't matter. People can come freely take from this drawer once it builds up a little bit, so I think it's totally fine if I steal that one as well. I have removed the spawner area, and I added a pixel art for drowned, and now that I'm looking at all of these mob heads, and all the space that I have in this place, I'm thinking we can just put all of the mobs in like this general area over on this side, where we're gonna need another angel block, because if I go over here, I start falling down. So we're gonna craft one of those eventually. But what I wanna do is I actually dig out the entire island, just so I have a general area of space of what I'm working with. And then we can add botany pots, we can add all of the cagerium places with little mobs everywhere. I have really cool ideas for this. And for that, I really need to do a whole bunch of digging. So I will get to that and hopefully get a bunch of it done in between episodes. And then next episode, we can come back and actually build stuff. So we can actually get this place properly decorated and not looking like a mess. And with that, it's going to have to do it for today. So I want to thank you all so much for watching. I'm really hoping that you did enjoy it. Please do smash the like button, subscribe, comment, and do all the good things that you do. And if you want to play with me on this very server, be sure to click the join button or join me on my Patreon, and we can get you started, and we can get you playing right over here with me and run vaults and have fun. So with all that, thank you again, and I will see you all in the next episode. Have a good one. Bye-bye.